Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Forged Irish Stout.
Yeah.
We're here with Forged Irish Stout girl, Ebanie Bridges, and world champion. Look, you're here, huge fight week. I know you're itching to go. I spoke to Dave last night. He said, look, she's ready. Like, she's been knocking on the door. How buzzing are you to be here and one day closer?
Yeah, one day closer. I'm so excited. You know, I always just get a lift when I come into the presses or the fight week. Fight week for me feeds me. You know, I love the atmosphere of fight week. I love all the stuff of fight week. It just gets me. You know, it's like now we're here, we're ready. It's happening because we've had so many. This camp and this fight has been fucking fuck up after fuck up, like with opponents, like, you know, and so I'm just glad that it's happening. Because it has been a long time out. And if I didn't fight this weekend, it would have been really a huge shame, and I would have had another heartbreak from boxing.
Have you been close to, with all the pull-outs, because Dave was saying, look, it's not just been 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Have you got to that point where you've been like, do I really need to do this? Because we're not one to count your pocket, but you're obviously earning a lot of money outside of the sport. You don't need to do it. So you're doing this purely because you love to fight. So have you been close? Have you been at that point where it's like, what am I doing it for?
Yeah, literally. You know, I was on the phone to my friend like the other week when the third pullout happened, and I was like, yes, I was crying. I'm, you know, blonde bum, but I was crying because I was just like, you know what, I'm fucking over this shit. Like, fuck boxing. Like, you know, it was just like because boxing is such a love-hate relationship, and because it's been a whole year since I've been out, you know, you kind of like forget that feeling of that what you get when you win, you know, which is like, oh, that's what it's all about, you know. All that hard work is because of that win when your hand gets raised. But it's like, it's been so long. It's like, why am I even fucking doing this? Like, why am I doing it? I don't need the money. Do you know what I mean? I definitely am not doing it for the money. Do you know? So why am I doing it? Why do I put myself through all this shit, this nightmare and these heartbreaks?
Why are you doing it?
And then because I have goals, you know, and I want to be undisputed. And that was always my goal, as in, like, you know, it was never about the money, and it was never about that when I started boxing. It was always about being a champion, being a world champion, and now obviously being undisputed. So, you know, it's just about having a little, like, you know, tantrum, throwing me toys out the pram, and then I was just like, no, like what I always do, I stay focused on the goal and the end goal, you know, which is being undisputed. And I need to get through this fight, I need to get through more fights to get all those belts. So I feel like something on my nose. There's something flying around on me. You know, so that's what it was about, you know, and it's more than just, it's not about that. It's about achieving goals and doing what I said I was going to do, and I said I was going to be undisputed.
Well, look, she's a former world champion, so we take nothing away from her. But if you get through her, we know the fights everyone keeps talking about. But for you, like you said, you had this goal. It was to be world champion. You've done that, and now it's bouncing on to undisputed. Spoke to obviously Dave, and he's like, I said, look, you know, Ebanie likes to fight, and he's like, I know, and he says, you know what, it reminds me of a bit like Derek. She's all right. I went, wow. I said, so are you excited to show that you can put on a display where you show, obviously we know what you're about, we know you can stand there and trade in the pocket, and we have still so much to see you, you know, Philly shells are moving around, but with his sort of implementation on style, you were excited to show that version of yourself now? Yeah,
definitely. I'm hoping I can, you know, because I do it in training and I do it in sparring, and I do want to be able to transfer that into a fight, you know, and that's really important for me. And for me to do that, I need to be patient, because that's what we've been working on. That's always been a part of my thing, you know. Everyone loves the blonde bomber and the Tassie devil that just goes wild in there and is relentless and just, you know, just goes nuts on my opponents. And with what I'm learning with Dave and what I've been doing in the gym and what I've been doing in sparring, just that little bit more patience, it's way more exciting because I'm really hurting these girls. Do you know what I mean? And if I can do that in a fight and not rush myself, amazing.
A message to the fans?
Message to fans, I love you guys so much, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be here without my fans. I always say that. So thank you so much for the support. You're going to see me back in action this weekend, and I cannot wait. And hopefully I can do everything that I've been doing in training.
Blonde Bomber's back. We look forward to catching up with you after the fight.
Thank you.